safe.
Evan, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Coach. Curious for you, we've kind of talked about it the last couple of weeks when it comes to being more consistent with the lineup, especially against such a good pitching staff. What do you hope is key for the guys heading into this home series? Is it returning home, or is it just like you've already mentioned, getting a couple runs on the board early and hoping that the lineup keeps following in suit?
Yeah, I think that you don't try to you put too much pressure on the players. I mean, they want to win, they want to hit. You just have to work, and you have to try to correct a few things here and there, and that's what we've been doing. And I think that we just went through an extremely difficult part of our season because of the travel and the number of games, and a little bit of lack of rest, obviously. And you just hope that you can regroup. And we played this past weekend in 90-degree weather. We had to change the way we pre-gamed every all days. Even our practice on Thursday, we changed up what we do, how long we're out there, just trying to kind of get used to the weather because everything matters. And whether it's weather or temperature, pitch, fielding, positioning players, it all adds up to a win or a loss a lot of times. And hopefully we'll take advantage of a little bit of rest. But when we play on Thursday instead of Friday. So we have one shorter day, but we didn't have to travel to Springfield back and forth on a bus, which I don't think would have mattered a whole lot. I think it's just time for our guys to take a step forward. Tomorrow's the last day of regular classes this semester. Guys are going to get relieved of a little bit of the mental strain of passing classes, so to speak, and hopefully we have a good weekend. This is a major test for us, and I mean when you think about it as a player, and I mentioned this to the team yesterday. I said if I was sitting in your shoes, 21 years old, looking back at me right now, I would be so excited about the schedule we have going forward. Because our guys want to win, but it's not life and death. And, I want to win, and I feel the same way. We get to play three of the best teams in the country, and win or lose, it's going to prepare us for a month from now, and then hopefully we're playing. And because we have seen it all. I mean, really, we've seen it all with the schedule. And so they should just be excited to be in college. Be 18 to 23 years old in most cases and have a chance to play college baseball and play in front of huge crowds for the next 3 weekends, go to the SEC tournament, and then hopefully playing in a regional somewhere and hopefully here.
Last question for you, Coach. You touched on kind of the teams that you've just come off and playing in Gainesville and Georgia, two of the last three. What do you hope that the team learns from those experiences that they can put forward to the next three that are coming up, with two at home and one at LSU, another hostile environment?
I think more than anything is that if you have a chance to score and finish people off, man, you've got to do it. You just got to do it against these type of teams because the firepower out of the bullpen is just too strong. And, we've left more out than normal on the bases the last few weeks. And you think about the Sunday game against Georgia, and, we're down 2 runs going into the ninth, 2 solo homers, we tie it up, and we have a chance to win it. And we're right there, and we got the lead by 1, but really we should have scored 2 that inning. And also how fragile the game is. And I brought up the example the other day about a couple pitches. One went our way, one didn't, against Georgia in an inning. I think it was the 10th inning. We have a 3-0 count on our hitter. We're sack bunting. We have a runner on first. And the next pitch was ball 4. It was a high fastball. Called it a strike. So it's 3-1. It should have been ball 4. You got a runner on first and second, nobody out. Change that inning. We ended up scoring a run, I think, but then I think we ended up bunting the next pitch, whatever. And then you think there was a pitch against in game 2 against Texas A&M where they had a runner on first, nobody out, and it was full count. And the pitch was, I think the pitch was low, and he got rung up, and we're going, whoa, and they would have had, and I think at the time we had a 1-run lead, maybe tied. And they were all upset about it. So one pitch changed that inning. We come in and score like 5 runs. So the game's fragile. One pitch here or there, you go to instead of being a 2-1 count, it's 1-2 because of a pitch, and it gets you out, or you're ahead in the count. There's just little things that happen, and we have to. I told them we have to take advantage of every little break we get and advantage we get, especially while we're not full force offensively. Souza's gone. Frazier's having some issues. A couple other guys are banged up a little bit, and it's we're gonna have to have some guys step up that haven't played all the time this weekend.
Thanks.
Dudley, close us out, please.
Coach, that was October 18th, 1981. Yes, I might have been involved in carrying that goalpost down to Dixon Street.
Was it that late in the fall? Okay.
Yes, October 18th. Yeah. Talk a little bit about how well Gage pitched last weekend and how much you might be able to get more out of him this weekend.
Yeah, he threw really good last weekend, and he just he didn't even throw a couple of his pitches. Didn't even throw a cutter. He threw his fastball and the curveball, four-seamer for the most part. And again, it was 2 to 3 innings, and I think, yes, he went 3, but, I think he got up in the low 40s. We were going to give him 35 to 45, but we were thinking more towards 40 max, and I think he threw 42, 43 pitches. But he pounded the strike zone with some big velocity, and he threw the breaking ball for a strike, and he just sliced right through their order for 9 hitters, 10 hitters, whatever he saw there. I think they got 1 base runner on, and then the positive thing is the next couple of days he didn't have any soreness, no complaints, and I'm sure that he gained a lot of confidence not only in his pitching ability, but that he's healed, and then the mind is telling him, "Hey, I'm fine." And so if we can get him to can continue to tick up every weekend, and he can give us X amount of pitches this weekend and more next week against LSU, then maybe by the time we play the last series against Tennessee, his pitch count's up there a lot more, and then maybe we let him go after that. And it could really help us out if that all plays out. You're always holding your breath, but after he got through this past weekend, we feel pretty good about it.
Appreciate it.
Hey,
Okay.
Christina.
Yeah, Coach, sorry, I've just got one for you. We've talked a lot about Texas's pitching, but their offensive numbers in league play are kind of average. Just what do you make of their lineup, and how do you feel like your staff matches up with them?
Well, we're still dissecting it. They have a good mix of left and right-handed hitters, and they've run a little bit this year, more than maybe we thought they would. And we're just trying to pick up on what they do, and we kind of know what they do. But yeah, it's a lineup's going to take a few pitches, but if they get ahead in the count, they can hit the ball over your head. They can hit it out of the park. So they're dangerous. And they feed off each other. The good pitching, keeps the offense lined up or excited, and they play solid defense. Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. I mean, I try to answer your question. We're just really worried about us, and that's kind of our thing right now. It's like, hey, whatever. They're good. We know they're good. We know LSU good. We know Tennessee's good. Florida, Georgia, but we need to take care of what we need to take care of, and we will be in every game. And sometimes you get so carried away worrying about the other team and the scattering reports, and you just blow the guy's mind a little bit. And so we just we're trying to keep it pretty simple and use the players that we have available to help us win the series.
Coach, appreciate your time.
Okay.